Pilot confusion causes killer plane crash. KLM Cityhopper Flight 433. Step into the world of aviation, where a cascade of errors and misconceptions led to a fateful flight. Join the investigation into the mysterious crash of KLM Cityhopper Flight 433 and discover how a single faulty warning light ignited a sequence of calamitous decisions. Let's delve into the crucial importance of understanding the why, in addition to the how of aviation. For in the skies, knowledge truly becomes a matter of life and death.
Flight 123, this is Control Tower. You're cleared for takeoff into a world where aviation history unfolds, revealing untold stories, triumph, and tragedy. Welcome aboard to Aero Accident, and buckle up for a captivating journey as we unravel the mysteries of the skies together.
On April 4th, 1994, a Dutch commuter plane heading to Wales encountered an issue with one of its engines. The pilots decided to return to Amsterdam, but as they were about to land, they lost control of the plane, which rolled to the right and crashed into a field. Out of the 24 people on board, 3 people died and 9 were seriously injured. Surprisingly, the investigations revealed that there was nothing mechanically wrong with the plane except for a faulty warning light. This small malfunction triggered a chain of errors, leading the pilots to believe something was seriously wrong with the plane when it was actually functioning correctly. They overlooked a simple solution that could have prevented the accident. KLM Cityhopper, a subsidiary of KLM or Royal Dutch Airlines, operates regional flights that complement KLM's long-haul services. Flight 433 on April 4, 1994 was on a regular route from Amsterdam to Cardiff, Wales, serviced by a Saab 340B aircraft with a capacity for 34 passengers. The flight was commanded by Captain Gerrit Levaert and First Officer Paul Stassen, both experienced on the Saab 340B. The crew consisted of a flight attendant, and there were 21 passengers, totaling 24 individuals on board. During the climb to cruising altitude of 20,000 feet, at an altitude of 16,500 feet, the pilots were alarmed by a master caution warning indicating a potential mechanical failure. They noticed that the right engine oil pressure light had turned on. Following standard procedure, they consulted the Quick Reference Handbook to address the warning. Unbeknownst to them, the warning was false, caused by a short circuit in the switchboard. The checklist was designed to assist in quickly determining the validity of such warnings. Captain Levaert and First Officer Stassen, after consulting the checklist, incorrectly believed that the presence of a warning light and the decreasing oil pressure reading meant there was a problem with the right engine. They decided to return to Amsterdam, reducing the flight engine to idle power. However, this decision was inconsistent with the conclusion that the flight could continue as normal. With one engine idle, the plane struggled to climb, leading Levaert to believe that the engine was indeed faulty. They reversed their decision to continue and announced their return to Amsterdam. During the descent, the crew realized that flying with one engine at idle caused fewer problems than shutting it down entirely, which was a misconception. They attempted to land with one engine out while following the procedure for a normal landing, resulting in significant difficulties that would have fatal consequences. Captain Levaert decided to request a landing on runway 06 despite the 10-knot tailwind limitation. To lose altitude in time, Levaert reduced both engines to idle power. During the descent, they struggled to maintain the glide path and approach speed due to the idle engines and strong tailwinds. The autopilot had been compensating for the thrust imbalance with rudder trim, but it was removed at 230 feet, requiring Levaert to manually control the yaw. The airspeed dropped to 119 knots, prompting a warning from First Officer Stassen. In an attempt to correct the speed, Levaert sharply accelerated the left engine, exacerbating the yaw and causing the plane to bank to the right. Despite applying full left aileron, they veered off the runway and realized they couldn't land. They initiated a go-around by increasing the left engine to maximum power. With the left engine at maximum power and the right engine at idle, Captain Leevart failed to use the rudder to counteract the yaw. Instead, he applied a full left aileron and pulled back on the controls, causing the plane to climb steeply with a pitch angle of 12 degrees. The aircraft lost speed rapidly, triggering the stall warning. Leevart adjusted the pitch to 6 degrees, but then increased it to 9 degrees, leading to another stall warning. The airspeed dropped below the minimum control speed, resulting in a sharp right bank. Despite Leevart's attempt to use the rudder, it was too late to recover. The right wingtip struck the ground, causing the plane to cartwheel and slide sideways before coming to a rest on its left side, sustaining significant damage but with the cabin largely intact. The crash resulted in immediate fatalities for 2 passengers in the front right section of the aircraft and Captain Leevart, who was not wearing his seatbelt. Fortunately, the crash did not breach the left wing fuel tank, preventing a severe fire. The passengers, held by their seatbelts, found themselves hanging inside the sideways plane with limited access to exits. Some managed to escape through the over-wing exit, but most remained trapped until rescuers used power tools to free them. Although 9 people sustained serious injuries, all except the 3 initial fatalities made a full recovery. Calling all aviation enthusiasts. If you're captivated by aviation stories and want to dive into the untold tales of flight, don't forget to subscribe and leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Join our community of passionate learners and let's explore the skies together. The investigation revealed that the aircraft had no mechanical issues, except for a short circuit causing the false activation of the right engine oil pressure warning light. The pilot's actions were the primary focus. The flight recorder data showed that First Officer Stassen followed the checklist correctly, while Captain Leevart prematurely reduced the flight engine to idle power and left it that way. It was unclear whether Leevart was aware of the engine's idle state when deciding to continue the flight. Despite realizing that the idle engine hindered the climb, Leevart failed to restore it to full power due to his conviction that something was wrong with it. Even in the critical moment before the crash, he did not consider accelerating the right engine as a solution. The Dutch Safety Board discovered that Captain Leevart had previously failed simulator checks on single-engine operations and only passed after extra training. His poor performance suggested a lack of understanding regarding the reasons behind single-engine procedures. However, the most valuable lessons often come from studying past accidents. The widespread issue of mistakes during single-engine operations on multi-engine propeller planes emphasizes the need for pilots to delve into previous incidents, like KLM Cityhopper Flight 433, the Addison King air crash, or Midwest Express Flight 105. Captain Leevart tragically believed something was horribly wrong with his plane, but in reality, his lack of fundamental knowledge about flight was the root cause. It's not enough to simply know the procedures. Understanding why they are designed that way is equally vital. Every pilot should bear the responsibility of knowing both aspects, lest they face a similar fate to the crew of Flight 433. Safety lies in comprehending the how and the why of flying. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into the world of aviation. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more captivating stories, be sure to check out our channel for a treasure trove of engaging content. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Like, share, and leave your comments to keep the conversation going. Fly safe and see you in the next video.